when I first started thinking about what I wanted to see in a leader for my party was I wanted someone who could speak to not just us, the believers, but the people who haven't made up their mind or are undecided. Because it's the undecided voters that are going to give us that tipping point to get back into government. And we know we have our base. We have our base, and they're certain. But one of the things Cam can do, and he has always been able to do every time I've seen him speak, is he can talk to people, no matter what their political stripes are, and I think connect with them in a way that's strong and profound. And when I was talking to Lindsay, I was trying to think of an analogy or a metaphor of why I would choose Cam. And I said, it's like if you're going into a store to buy a new suit. And there's all kinds of things that you want in a suit. You know, there's a number of factors that fit into it. And I think Cam brings a lot of different factors into who he is and what he brings to the party. So I said to Lindsay, I want a suit that's the right length. I want it with the right cut. I want the right number of buttons. I want the right fabric. And I went on to tell Lindsay that I want it from a lamb who's grown on an organic farm and is sheared ethically, and all those things. But that's what I really like about Cam, is that he's so well-rounded. And he can walk into the toughest bear pit, I think, of SARM, rural municipalities, and speak to them clearly with a message. He knows how to start and end a sentence. He can speak clearly and well. And that's what I was really looking forward to, is someone that's going to represent me as a social democrat in our party. So he's friendly, he's charming, he's good looking, he's got a wicked sense of humor. He's very modest. I mean, Cam is not when you really get to know him, he's really, really a funny guy. But he's also a hard worker. He is thorough. He is careful, he's considerate, and when you speak, he listens to you, and when he needs to make a decision, he listens. And he really does consider what you say, but he makes up his own mind. And that's what I'm looking for in a leader as well. Someone who will listen, but not necessarily worry about pleasing everyone all the time, because you can't. It's not possible. But Cam is the kind of guy who will take advice carefully from people he trusts and from people who are willing to tell him what they think, but he always makes up his own mind. And I think ultimately that's what I'm looking for in a leader. So, as far as the suit goes, it's the right cut, the right length, the right everything else, and it's made from organic lambswool. So with no further ado, I'm going to introduce Cam and have him take over. So.